Hey everybody, Michael Johnson here. Just wanted to touch base with you and talk to you about stacking the good stuff. I just got done talking to one of my clients and I realized this is something I needed to tell you about. Hi, my name is Michael Johnson and I'm part of a motivated group of people who are dedicated to attaining emotional mastery and unlocking our full potential. We don't believe others are responsible for how we feel. In fact, we don't believe anyone can make us feel anything. Emotional mastery is our journey, and unlocking our true potential is the key. We are Magic for Life, and this is your weekly Magic. Okay, so I just got done talking with one of my clients, and I realized that I wanted to chat with you guys about stacking the good stuff. I mean, honestly, this is something that I learned ages ago, and I felt like I really needed to pass it on. You guys need to hear this stuff. Stacking the good stuff, what does that mean? That means that we are going to take the opportunity anytime we can to really stack the good things that are going on in our life. And when I say stack, I mean just like get out of some blocks or anything like that. You get out a few books and you stack them on top of each other. But in this particular case, we're talking about things that are going on well in your life. And first and foremost, we got to start off with, I want to cover like three things here real quick. We got to cover uh, you taking some time out for your day. Every day, you got to take out some time for you in particular. And it is so easy to let life get a hold of you, and it's so easy to let things just sort of take advantage of you in your day that you can easily run through 3, 4, 5 days, maybe even a week. And unfortunately, sometimes it stacks into multiple weeks and you haven't taken any time for yourself. And so what that usually turns into is, Netflix and chill, or you go and you binge watch some TV series, on the internet. And honestly, that's okay. That stuff works all right, but you gotta maybe cut down on that stuff and start doing some things that actually make you feel better, that actually feed your soul. And so one of the things I want to talk about is taking that time. So that's the first thing on the list. First thing you got to do is you got to start scheduling some time for yourself every single day. And now let's get real. I understand life happens, but let's take some time every day. Maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Maybe when you're first starting, 5 minutes is all you think you can spare. But if you could take 10 minutes just to get the ball rolling, that would give you some momentum and it would get easier as you went. But the thing is that if you could start with 15 minutes, I mean, 15 minutes, holy cow, that's going to go by so fast. But most people tell me after I tell them, hey, are you taking some time for yourself every day? They say, you know what? I don't know what to do during that time. So what do I do? Sit here and sit in a yoga pose and meditate? Well, maybe if that's what you like to do, but I mean honestly, there's some really great things you can do if you don't know yoga. It works out great. So, what do you do during that 10, 15 minutes? I mean, honestly, 30 minutes would be great. An hour would be really amazing. I know that's hard to track out of your day as an hour of time or even a half hour of time, but you can do it in the morning. That's a great time in the morning, right after you wake up, and get yourself in sync. I like to call it after hours magic. That tends to be a name I like for it because it's after all the hours you have to put in every day. You have all these things you have to do. And the funny thing is I just said do it, at the beginning of your day, and that makes sense to me because that's after all the other things you have to put in. And these are your magic moments that you're going to think about. And I'm going to give you a little outline as to what you can think about and what you can do because stacking the good stuff, man, that's so important. It is so important to be able to go in and be able to think about the things that really make the biggest difference in your life. When it's all said and done, whether you got this task done or that chore done, all those things add up so that you can have these really great moments. But if you haven't taken any time aside for yourself and actually made things better for you along the way, then this journey you're on is going to be quite a ride. In fact, you might even have found already that your journey is a little bit crazy. You know, that maybe you don't have any time for yourself, maybe that you just aren't actually. Doing anything that maybe is filling your soul, and you do too many days, too many weeks, too many months of where you're not taking any time to fulfill your soul, to fill up your cup, and ultimately you'll end up in a bad place. um, I I want to encourage you to maybe start with 15. If you haven't done it on a regular basis, you do 15 minutes, and you do that for a week or two, and pretty soon you're going to want that half hour. It's going to feel like, hey, 15 minutes isn't quite enough. And so really take some time for yourself. Take that time every day. In fact, if you could do it right now, what would be awesome is if you could actually just take out your phone, look at your calendar, and just kind of say, okay, where could I take 15 minutes? I mean, do it now. I mean, honestly, if you just take some action, get the ball rolling, get some momentum, life will be good, man. I'll tell you what, this is good stuff, and it's easy to do. It is not that difficult. Okay, so the next step. Let's say you've gotten it in there. You said, okay, here's my block of time. I trust you. I'm willing to do this. Here's a little block of time I'm going to take for myself, and here's the first thing. If you can manage, this is a good practice to do. Take 3 things that happened bad from the day before. 3 things that happened bad to you, or that you wish would happen in a different way. And of those 3 things, just for a second, find 3 good things. Even if you have to pretend, even if you have to make it up, even if you are maybe exaggerating a little bit to find something good about one of those 3 things that happened poorly to you the day before. And think about that. Just think about something good about those things. Okay. Now that's just, straight away, because you want to maybe look at your day before and go, okay, hey, what, those 3 things happened that were poor. Maybe it was only one thing, but if you can find something good out of it, even if you have to stretch to find that good thing, okay, that'll start the brain in working in a way that you'll find good things out of the bad stuff that happens, right? Because the bad stuff that happens, that's happening inside your head. You made it up. You decided it was bad. Nobody else did. It was under your rules, under your constraints, under the things that you made up. And so if you can learn to start teaching yourself, and you have to flex that brain muscle of yours, and it takes a little bit of time to get used to, but if you can look at that thing that happened bad the day before, think about 1 or 2 things that could be good about it, then it's going to change everything. Okay, so that's that step 2. Step 3, and here's where we go into that 10-15 minutes. Now we say, okay, let's think of the top 3 good things that happened today or the day before, maybe. And you look at it and you go, what 3 things happened that were really great yesterday? And then you think about them and you imagine them and you see them in your head, and you think about the things that you were hearing, and you think about the things that you were feeling, and feel it again. It's okay. They're your memories. You can do it, and it might seem a little strange at first, but that's okay. Just think of those top 3 things that happened that were really great, and see them and hear the things that were going on in those moments. Maybe say some of the words in your head again that were being said during those moments, and then think really clearly about what happened. Get it very, very clear in your head. And even if you've been doing it a little bit right now as we've been talking, you can feel that. You can feel it in your soul, and it'll help you feel better. And that's what we're looking for. We're helping our soul get filled up, right? So you think of those 3 things, and then you start stacking those reasons, stack them up on top of each other. That way, there's multiple reasons why you feel good. There's multiple reasons why everything is coming together. And that is going to start filling up your soul in such a really positive way, right? And take 10-15 minutes to do that. Now, in that 10 or 15 minutes, of course, if you've heard anything else that I've talked about, I believe that you should visualize, do some of the things, go through some of the things in your head that you want to accomplish in your life, maybe some of your goals. See it as if you've already happened, if it's already happened to you, and really feel what it would feel like to have those things already accomplished. I also believe that this is a great time to do some thoughts about gratitude. Really think about the things you're grateful for, not just the things that happen good in that situation that we were just talking about, but think about gratitude. Think about being able to be thankful for everything: your kids, your job, your car, maybe for the fact that you got up this morning. I don't know, but it could be little things. Just start stacking the things that you're grateful for, and in your head, all you have to do is say, thank you for this. I really appreciate that. For me, when I do mine, I think about my family. I start with the people closest to me, and I start being appreciative for the things they do for me, for the things that they do for the world, and I'm so grateful for them. And I just kind of work in a spiral and work my way out from there. And you know what? 10, 15 minutes will go by so fast, you won't even know what to do. So start stacking the good stuff. Come on, guys. You gotta stack the good stuff. This is so important. Anyway, I just felt like I needed to share that with you today and get you on the right path of thinking about the good things that are going on in your world. Take some time for yourself, and think about the good stuff. Stack the good stuff. And for goodness sakes, I didn't say this enough times in this episode, but don't stack the bad stuff. Some of you are so good at stacking the bad stuff. You think of something bad, and then you think of something bad on top of something that was bad, and then you keep thinking of something that was bad on top of that bad thing. Oh my gosh. No wonder some of you are having such a hard time. Think about the good stuff. Stack the good stuff. The bad stuff is going to try to creep its way in. Just stop the madness. Start thinking about the good stuff. Anyway, Michael Johnson, Magic for Life. Go stack the good stuff. Peace out. Are you loving Magic for Life? Please like and share our podcast on iTunes or wherever you listen to your podcasts.
Interested in learning to ballroom dance? Check out ballroomforlife.com/free for a free 3-day trial. You can learn to dance right in your own living room and change your life forever.